Oh, hello there. I'm Bilchan.
I'm Nimikung.
I'm Banchan.
In this class, I'll read to all of you. Chap. 4-6 of the Iliad of Homer.
As.
Ah.
The Iliad of Homer. Theodore Buckley. Chap. 4-6. At great Achipolis the lance arrives, raised his high crest, and through his helmet drives. Warmth in the brain the brazen weapon lies, and shades eternal settle o'er his eyes. So sinks a tower, a force and fire, its walls best smart with blood. Then the bold leader of the bench and throng seized to despoil and dragged the corpse along. But while he strove to took the inserted dart, a generous javelin reached the hero's heart. His flank, unguarded by his ample shield, amidst the lance, he falls and spurns the field. The nerves, unbraced, support his limbs no more. The soul comes floating in a tide of gore. Trojans and Greeks now gather round the slain. The war renews. The warriors bleed again, as o'er their prey rapacious wolves engage. Man dies on man, and all is blood and rage. In blooming youth fair Simoisius fell, sent by great Ajax to the shades of hell. Fair Simoisius, amid the flocks on silver Simois shore, the nymph descending from the hills of Ide, to seek her parents on his fiery side, brought forth the babe, their common care and joy, and thence from Simois named the lovely boy. Short was his date, by dreadful Ajax slain. He falls, and renders all their cares in vain. So fills a poplar, raised high the head, with stately branches crowned, filled by some artist with his shining steel. Cut down it lies, dull, smooth, and largely spread. There, left to subject to the wind and rain, and scorched by suns, thus pierced by Ajax, stretched on the shore, and thus neglected dies at Ajax, and to fuse his javelin through, the pointed lance with erring fury flew. And Lucas, loved by wise Ulysses, lo, he drops the corpse of Simoisius slain, and sinks a breathless carcase in the plain. This saw Ulysses, and with grief enraged, strode where the foremost of the foes engaged. Armed with his spear, he meditates the wound, in act to throw, but cautious looked around. Struck at his sight the Trojans backward drew, and trembling heard the javelin as it flew. A chief stood nigh, who from Abydos came, all Priam's son. Timicum was his name. The weapon entered close above his ear, cold through his temples glides the whizzing spear. With piercing shrieks the youth resigns his breath, his eyeballs darken with the shades of death. Ponderous he falls, his clanging arms resound, and his broad buckler rings against the ground. Seized with affright the boldest foes appear, his godlike Hector seems himself to fear. Slow he gave way, The rest tumultuous fled. The Greeks with shots press on, and spoil the dead. Chance for 3 volt. And amidst the fight, Trojans, rebold, and force with force oppose. Your foaming steeds are headlong on the foes, nor are their bridges rocks, nor rived with steel. Your weapons enter, and your strokes they feel. Have ye forgot what seemed your dread before? The great Apollo thus from Ilan's lofty towers, arrayed in terrors, as the Trojan powers, while war's fierce goddess fires the Grecian foe, and shouts and thunders in the fields below. Then great Theodore fell, by doom divine. In vain his valour and illustrious line, a broken rock the force of burst through. Full on his ankle dropped the ponderous stone, burst the strong nerves, and crashed the solid bone. Supine he tumbles on the crimson sands, before his helpless friends, and native bands, and spreads for aid his unavailing hands. The foe rushed furious as he pants for breath, and through his navel drove the pointed death. His gushing entrails smoked upon the ground, and the warm light came issuing from the wound. His lance bold foes at the conqueror sent. Deep in his breast above the pap he went. Amid the lungs was fixed the winged wood, and quivering in his heaving bosom stood, till from the dying chief, approaching near, the Ctulian warrior took his weighty spear, then sudden waved his flaming falchion round, and gashed his belly with a ghastly wound. The corpse now breathless on the bloody plain. To spoil his arms the victor strove in vain. The Thracian bands against the victor pressed. A grove of lances glittered at his breast. Stern thus, glaring with revengeful eyes, in sullen fury slowly quits the prize. Thus fell 2 heroes, one the pride of Thrace, and one the leader of the Epian race. Death's sable shade at once those cast their eyes, and just the vanquished and the victor lies. With copious slaughter all the fields are red, and heaped with growing mountains of the dead. Had some brave chief this martial scene beheld, by Pallas guarded through the dreadful field, might darts be bid to turn their points away, and swords around him innocently play. The war's whole art with wonder had he seen, and counted heroes where he counted men. To be continued.